Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the video. We're going to be on Oyster Bay for this short video, and we're going to be in the even 90. And what I kind of want to show you here is something you can get away with doing in the even 90 on certain maps, right? So I get lit here. I'm kind of running. I'm going to make it look like I'm running away, right? And I might even run back a little bit, but then I'm going to actually start pushing this line because I'm realizing that no one is sitting in this area. No one is really sitting in this area anymore from what I can see. There's only a Scorpion and an M53 that are unlit and an M40, right? So I'm going to start sneaking in. Don't flip over, okay? Don't flip over, guys, because the amount of times I have done this, and I want to call myself a good player, but I flip over all the time. But don't flip over. You can literally drive right down this little river, or stream, whatever you want to call that, and you can get away with doing this depending on where people are in the map. But I'm telling you, on Oyster Bay, it's actually pretty common that this happens because what you have, I'm going to pause and just show you. What you have is you might catch like a heavy sitting here or something, but a lot of the heavies are going to be over here doing their own thing. The tank destroyers are going to be sitting over here doing their own thing. The mediums are going to be over here. And if there's no light tank, this area is usually open for whatever reason. Like, maybe it's just my experience, but in the 10, 15 times, whatever, that I've played on this map, like half the time, this area is open once the light tank has died. So, if there even is a light tank, but I'm always in a light tank, so there's usually a light tank on the enemy team, right? So what I decide to do is I'm just going to come back and pummel the Artie. I can see his tracer round, so I know exactly where he's sitting. So M40 is dead, and then I'm going to keep running around here. I'm trying to figure out what I could do if these guys start coming after me. So I spot the M53 here, and then I actually turn around and go back the other way for a moment because I want to see like if anyone's coming after me. Maybe if like some of these tank destroyers are coming around the corner or whatever, and it doesn't look like it's happening. So now I'm going to go after the M53. Sharpshooter is coming back though, and I can see that on the map, and you guys will see where this is about to go. Right, so I'm going to come up to where their tank destroyers normally sit. They've left this area wide open. Only the M53 was sitting here. They decided to push this line, and I'm going to end up cleaning up the M53 because he sits right here. Looks like someone else got shot to him. I'm going to clean him up, and then I'm going to go and reload, and I'm going to run away from this area because now I'm kind of sitting out in the open. I'm trying to put my cursor on these guys to see if they'll have shots into me. And I'm kind of waiting for the shard at this point. I'm waiting to see like if he's going to pop up somewhere. I'm looking and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just kind of go back out. And then he appears here. He does come up. I was going to sit in this bush and kind of wait for him. So I'm going to jump off here. I do take 93 damage. He jumps off. He takes 381 damage trying to chase me. And then I'm going to run around the corner. And now at this point in time, guys, I'm realizing Borisk and Leo are here. They have an even fight basically with this SMV and the 122 TM. Likely, my heavies are going to win and probably knock out this area of the map. You can just see by like HP numbers, we're up 4,300 HP, and by the amount of tanks over here and all, and we still have our Arties. They don't have Artie now because of me. So we've hunted down 2 Artie players, and I'm realizing that this Char is going to basically throw his game away to play Ring Around the Rosie with me. So I'm going to play Ring Around the Rosie. Be the distraction, guys. If you're in a light tank and you don't see any other good ways to spot or, do damage, just do this, right? So I'm going to kind of just barely glide off of this cliff edge, and I'm going to play Ring Around the Rosie with the Sharpshooter because I'm taking him out of the game. And your stat sheet is not going to show that you played Ring Around the Rosie and kept a full HP Sharpshooter busy. But I did. So he jumps off again. I'm surprised he didn't take any damage this time. And here he comes again. He's going to try and, shoot me on this side of the cliff. So I'm going to keep running. I'm going to run away again. Keep running. Waiting for my team to push in, And I come up here. I'm seeing if I can proxy him, but it doesn't really look like it's happening. So I'm waiting, and then I guess my proxy misses him, so he ends up coming around. I should have just went this way, but what I decided to do is get in these bushes again. He actually runs away. I forgot about this. He actually runs away and starts going towards, I guess, the Model 75. So I come back to this bush line, and I'm going to start taking shots at the E100 because the E100's in the open. I should have loaded the APCRs because the E100s are ridiculous. So I'm sitting here. I'm gonna get on the other side of this bush. Like, I'm getting in the bush in case the shark comes up behind me. But I end up getting spotted taking shots at the E100 anyway, so that didn't really matter. But I'm going to take shots at the E100. I hit him once in the back here. So I hit him right there for 223. And then before I can get another shot to him, he kind of turns. And the E100 is so OP, you can't even pen these things in the back. And then the Char comes up, and at this point, I kind of mess up. I throw myself off the cliff, and I die. But I really think that this is an informative video just to show you guys like how effective you can be by basically doing nothing, right? Like the only thing I did in this game was get some initial spots, snuck through here. I did kill both Artie, and then we end up spotting the Char here anyway. So now that my team is pushed in, the Char's in the open, he's spotted and he dies, and we took this guy out of the game entirely. You know, we didn't do really any damage to him. We got what? No, we didn't even shoot him once. But we took this guy out of the game entirely because all he was doing was chasing me around in circles. He might have gone after the Char Model 75, but that was it. We took this guy out of the game. We eliminated both Artie. I only come out of here with 884 spotting and 777 damage. And even then, if they didn't get any shots into this Char, this might have been like 200 or 300, if you know what I'm saying. So we might have only gotten a little over 1,000 combined this game, but I feel like such an effective player on my team if I'm eliminating both Artie from the game by making an aggressive, sneaky play and also taking another very powerful tank out of the game that has a magazine, right? So just something to show you guys. You know, the stat sheet sometimes doesn't always reflect how good your performance is. Again, you'll also hear me say sometimes when you're on a team that maybe the tank destroyers aren't great, and you spot people that are coming into a certain location. You might not get the spotting damage if people miss, but you're also giving your team a lot of information, and that is not shown on the score sheet either. The score sheet will show your initial spots, but keep in mind that whenever you're spotting people, you're also giving the team information, and they can understand what might happen in the coming minutes. If you're spotting 5 or 6 heavy tanks going to the east, and only 2 or 3 of your heavy tanks are going over there, well, you can likely predict that you're going to lose the east of the map, right? Depending on what map it is, you know. But this is an example to explain to you guys. So, 1,046 spotting, 777 damage. We ended up with 1,800 combined, just about out of this one, and not bad at all for what we did, right? We were in the middle here, 2 kills. We do get this medal, which I believe might be for the Arties. And detailed report, we made 19K. Again, we only fired 6 shots, guys. We hit 5 of them, penned 4 of them. This was a fairly short game, and again, only 777 damage. But I'm telling you, like, don't be afraid to make a play that's better for the team that might not reflect on your stat sheet. This is why I don't really care about stats. I enjoy playing the game. This was one of the most fun games that I've played in months, guys, like months. Like I really, really enjoyed playing this Ring Around the Rosie game with the Sharpshooter, and I hope that you guys, you know, play the game to enjoy it as well. There's a good amount of people that like to stat pad. Good for them, but I just feel like it's not that enjoyable. I like to kind of play light tanks for the joy of it, and you know, if you're good at understanding the maps, it can be fun. But man, was this a fun game to have that like really just hilarious encounter with the Sharpshooter. So that's it, guys. If you're new to the channel, if you're just watching this video, I do a lot of light tank video stuff, tips, tricks, all kinds of things on certain maps like map awareness, map strategy. So if you enjoy that kind of content, do subscribe. It is unedited. It's unedited, raw, unfiltered content, so I don't do any edits. If you're looking for someone who does like a lot of quick edits and stuff, that's not me. You might want to go watch somebody else, but if you do enjoy like unfiltered light tank content, that is what I'm here for. I'm here to make people in light tanks just be more comfortable in playing them, because everyone in the game is always crapping on light tanks in the chat, and I want you guys to feel comfortable playing light tanks, especially if you're a newer player. So subscribe, like, comment. It helps the video get recommended more, and I will catch you all for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.